Now, what is a Demat account? In this video, we are going to learn about Demat account, how to select the best Demat account, steps to open Demat account, what are the things to check before opening a Demat account, what are the documents required to open a Demat account, and how to transfer shares from one Demat account to another. What are the benefits of opening Demat account and how to close a Demat account? What is Dematerialization? Now, all these aspects you will learn in this video. So this video is going to be a very comprehensive video which will give you a lot of insight and valuable knowledge. So let's see what is a Demat account. So before you begin investing in shares, there is one important account that you need to set up. Yes, you guessed it right, it is Demat account. Now, with Indians warming up to the financial investment, Demat accounts are being opened up at a very fast pace. About 40 lakh Demat accounts were opened in 2018, taking the total number of accounts over 3.48 lakh crores. Now, in this account, you will understand what is a Demat account, how to open a Demat account online, and the key things to remember as you do these activities. Now, what is a Demat account? A Demat account provides a facility to hold shares in electronic format. Simple. So earlier, if people used to buy shares, they used to get a share certificate, a physical document which proved that they have a share. Now, you do not require any physical proof. You need a Demat account. It will hold your shares in electronic format. You can see the number of shares on your mobile phone, on your email, on the online application. The word Demat is the short form of dematerialize. What do you mean by this? Anything which is available in physical form has been dematerialized. So a Demat account is very simple, similar to a bank account. Most of the bank accounts which you operate now, you can operate it through your mobile phone, on your computer or laptop. So while a bank account holds your money in the electronic format, a Demat account holds your shares or securities in an electronic format. As simple as that. A Demat account allows you to transfer and receive shares without using actual physical share certificates. This is what I was talking about earlier. People used to get physical share certificates, but now you do not require any physical share certificates. So how to select the best Demat account? Now, opening a Demat account is the first step towards investment in equity markets in India. So if you want to buy shares, if you want to invest in equities, you need to have a Demat account. Without a Demat account, you cannot even think of buying shares. However, there are many options available now to open Demat account, and this is where the choice comes into picture. You need to choose the best option, which definitely requires a bit of homework. To open a Demat account, you need to choose a depository that would be best suited for you to trade in shares exchange. Now, this is a keyword, depository. Now, depository is an intermediary. Depository is a firm, a company, an institution, a group of people who are authorized by SEBI to buy or sell shares on your behalf. So, depository is an intermediary between the investor and the market. So, if you want to open a Demat account, you need to select a depository. That means the institution through which you will open the Demat account. Now, thus you have to select the best Demat account for trading to begin your journey in investing shares. So how to open a Demat account? For investing, one needs to have a Demat account. For trading, now it is very easy to open a Demat account, especially online. Now, many people ask how to trade in share markets in India. It begins by having three things in a place. You need a Demat account, you need a bank account, and you need a trading account. So a Demat account holds shares and securities Brokers have tied up with NSDL or CDSL. Both are depository. Like a bank account, a Demat account has to be opened with an appropriate institution. So NSDL and CDSL are the two depository participants. And brokers, these are the companies through which you can open your Demat account. Okay. Now you must have heard about many of these brokers, but depositories are only two. These are the platforms through which you will get your Demat account. So what are the steps to open Demat account? Now many investors became worried when they hear that they have to open a Demat account. But there is nothing to worry about. Like a bank account, opening Demat account is extremely easy and fast. It involves 4 steps. First, you choose a depository participant to open the account with. A beneficial owner account is opened with the depository. Is there any form filling in documents required for opening Demat account? Yes. An account form is required to be filled in with all the investor details together with supporting documentation, copies of proof of address, proof of identity, proof of income. A PAN card is mandatory to open the account. All the documentation should be presented in original as well as for the verification. So what happens after this step? Will someone verify your information? Yes. You will be provided with a copy of rules and regulations as well as the necessary charges to be paid to your depository participant. A person verification will be conducted by a representative of the depository participant to confirm all the details and documentation provided by the investor. So when will the Demat account be open? Now once approved and documentation is submitted, your Demat account is open and operational. It may take up to 2 weeks. So once your account is set up, you can use the details to access your Demat account online and begin online trading. So what are the things which you need to check before opening a Demat account? Now this is important. As a Demat account holder, please remember you would need to know the charges of Demat account annual maintenance. There will also be transaction fees that will be levied for debiting securities to and from the account. Now this is the key. Now you need to select a depository participant, an institution through which you will be trading online, to have least of the charges. Now many of the brokers charge a lot of money for annual account maintenance. Also, while you do the transaction, they will charge a certain fees. Now this is what you need to see. So both the annual maintenance fees and transaction fees may be waived off for a limited period, but every service provider will charge them once the free period is over. These fees differ and every depository participant has different structure. So all these fees will depend upon the type or the kind of depository participant you are entering into contract with. Also do remember that Demat account can be opened with zero balance of shares. This means it does not require a minimum balance of shares to be maintained in a Demat account. So what are the documents required to open a Demat account? PAN card, voter ID, passport, driving license, income tax returns, electricity bill, ration card, telephone, landline and bank passbook. Now these documents will be required to meet the proof of identity and proof of address. So there are two things which you need to give: proof of identity and proof of address. So proof of identity, you can use your PAN card, voter card, passport, driving license, income tax returns, electricity bill, ID cards with applicant photo issued by the government. Proof of address, for this you can use your ration card, passport, voter ID, driving license, bank passbook or bank statement. So how to transfer shares from one Demat account to another? Now this is very important. A Demat account handles the transfer of shares from one account to another. One of the reasons to transfer a Demat account is one needs to change the agent. Another might be if the customer wants to merge his Demat account into one or divide the account into several others. One thing to remember is that the transfer of Demat account does not have any tax implications. The transfer of shares from one Demat account to another can be carried out by mutual or manual transfer by online transfer. It is handled by two depositories in India, NSDL and CDSL. So what are the benefits of opening a Demat account with any of the institutions. Now, this is something which you know to need to go to the particular website and see. Now, how to close a Demat account? Almost everyone has an idea of how to open a Demat account, but very few people know that how to close it. Now, this is a common issue with many investors deal with. They end up opening multiple Demat accounts without realizing that there is annual fee for each account. To close a Demat account, you need to make sure that there are no shares in your Demat account and there is no negative balance. Further, you need to download the Demat account closure and then submit the form to the repository. Your Demat account will be suspended within a week. Now, what is dematerialization? In order to reduce the risk associated with share trading in paper format, the dematerialization was introduced in the Indian financial market. It is the process through which an investor physical share certificate is converted to an electronic form that is maintained in an account with depository participant. This method is not only used for shares but also for debt instruments like bonds. At present, you can hold all your investment in a single account. India is embracing the Demat system successfully, and further, there are plans to facilitate the trading of almost all financial assets in Demat format in the future. So this is a great initiative. This is a great move which the government is doing, and it's better to have your shares in electronic format than to have in the physical format. So overall, it's a good win-win situation for both the customer as well as the market. Thank you.